Now, I'm going to read this out. So, can I get a reading, please? I am dealing with a lot in my life and have a critical event in my life coming soon. I was born £1 10 ounces and have been getting bullied relentlessly. Okay. Is that a picture of you, Chance? Because at the end of the day, you don't look like you're £1 10 ounces there at all. All right. Listen to me. Okay. I'm going to choose. Right. Thank you. As I'm looking, I was drawn very much to this dear little thing here. Okay. It's tiny. Look, it's tiny. Okay. So £1 10 ounce. All right. There you go. But it's a little frog on a lily pad. Okay. All right. So, okay. Cool hairdo, by the way, and little whiskers. All right. But now, you know, I said earlier on, if you've been listening, small things come in. Small, great. Oh, whatever the expression is with the packages and being big, yeah. But okay, 4'10" and £93. 4'10". Oh, bless you. See, great things out of small packages. All right. Now let's get back to this lovely little frog and a reading for you. All right. Now, I don't know what's going on in your life other than what you've just shared, okay? So please don't share any more, okay? And I need yeses or nos, that sort of thing, Chance, all right? So, but I'm coming back to this beautiful, this is the bottom part of the crystal, okay? You see the shapes, the colouring in there, all right? So much going on in that one little lily pad and that little frog, okay? So, Chance Wilkins. Okay. If it makes sense to you, Chance, okay, now you've said about the bullying side of things, all right? There's one thing I loathe is bullies because they're insecure. But for them to turn it round, their perception of you is a reflection of them, as I keep saying. But it's actually to send them healing and love because they've got things missing in their lives, okay? Enough said about them. This is about you, Chance Wilkins, all right? And this goes for anybody else that's suffering bully. But it's how it's left you feeling, all right? And that insecurity and that anger and that frustration and all those other things. But also that isolation, because I'm looking at you as this lovely little frog here, okay, on this isolated on this little lily pad. And that little lily pad is that green. That green is the heart chakra, is the emotions, okay? And you hiding or withdrawing yourself onto that emotional lily pad, right? It's all metaphor, etc. Hopefully this makes sense. Now, saying that, the flip side of all that is actually that's your safety net. Somewhere to be safe, okay, to be safe within yourself. It's also not to let all that bullying define who you are. And I feel at 4'10" and £93, whatever that is, that's probably one of my thighs. No idea. But the fact is it's you owning yourself, Chance. It's not them owning you. Okay. They do not define who you are. Right? You're a baby that grew up from £1 10 ounces, if I've got that right, okay? And what I'm trying to get at is you're now this incredible human being that has coped with all of that rubbish because it is rubbish. And I don't dismiss how you feel. I want about how they have made you feel. You've allowed them to make you feel? And this is not said judgmentally, all right? So I've learned over the years that those words can hurt, and they really rubbish us if we let it. But once we realise, you know what, their perception of me is a reflection of them, and send them healing because they're missing out. Now we come back to you again, Chance, all right? Now, I don't know if that's your chosen name or your given name, but listen, the word chance, okay? Give yourself a chance to actually enjoy who you are as a person, to find who you are as a person. You still have that lovely safety net of that lovely lily pad, all right? But we've got the green, which is the emotional side of the lily pad, okay, which is the heart chakra, as I said, the emotions. But then we have the lovely brown of the colouring of the actual frog itself, okay. But see the scarring on the markings on the frog? That's the scarring, the emotional scars, and they're possibly physical scars as well, but that's something that is personal to you. Hopefully this makes sense, all right? To go for court for them in a couple of days. If that's them, how they have been towards you, all right, as you the victim and them the perpetrators, okay. But even if it's the other way around, okay, it's how you deal with it, all right. Okay. Ah, yeah, no. Okay, now again, we each and every one of us, whether you're a bully or you're the victim or the survivor, okay, tonight is all about survivors, okay. We all have free will, choice, common sense, and being safe. All right. And quite often, common sense doesn't always come into how we react, how we perceive things, how we take on board things. Now, coming back to the animal and the reading for you, Chance, all right, it's how you deal with it. It's also coming out off that lily pad, so that coming out of your safety net, and this is your emotional side of things, okay. It's how you deal with it. It's how you handle yourself around others as well. It's how you handle dealing and what you say to others as well. What I've said to others in different readings this evening has been about think before you speak. I get the impression that this is causing you a lot of anxiety and a lot of hurt and a lot of frustration, a lot of anger, and a lot of I dread to use the word hate as well. I just get that feeling, but that's how that passionate feeling that I feel is to do with your emotions as they are at this moment in time, Chance. All right. Now, if you can take solace from this, if you can take some healing from this and some calmness of mind, as you imagine yourself on that beautiful green, loving lily pad. You imagine yourself as that beautiful healing because you've got the earthy colour, the brown, all right? Yeah, emotional scars and a lot to go with the court case and everything like that. But within yourself, they don't know what's going on in here, all right. Oh, bless you. All right. But again, it's if you are able to, and this goes on for whoever deals. I deal with depression, anxiety, all these things. I'm not making it about me, Chance. I'm just explaining I can empathize in that regard, but I can't. I've never done the scratchy thing or whatever. But for you, if you're able to mentally, so getting into like meditation, but it's just to take a deep breath in and to picture yourself on this emotional, beautiful, loving, safe lily pad. All right. So when you feel like that, before you start scratching or you realize, stop and bring yourself back into that safe zone. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense to you. It's also knowing that you can leap off at any point, and I mean that in the respect of whatever's going on with a court case, and this goes on for any bullying, all right? Any situation. It's the fear of losing your job. It's all those different things. It's like leapfrogging through each and every individual thing, and it's knowing that each time you come back to that safety, that emotional safety net, okay, or lily pad. Hopefully that makes sense to you, all right? The scabs and that, they will heal up. It's whether you allow yourself emotionally to heal up. Okay. And I feel there. Absolutely. All right. Thanks for that, Stay Sure. Yeah. And there's you can deal with that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So thank you also for sharing that, Stace. See, this is what we're trying to get over. One of them came to my home and hit. Oh, bless you. All right. Again, it's just, I loathe bullies. But these are people that are threatened by you. Okay. By threatening you, they're threatened by you. So use your intellect. So you've got intellect there. Use your passion, but in a positive way. Use your common sense, please, and not retaliate. Retaliate in a legal way. Retaliate with the correct way. Okay, and retaliate with looking after yourself as well. Okay, and that isn't in a negative side of things. That's knowing, and the emotional side of it is to bring yourself back emotionally. Okay, and it's you imagine you've got your logic, your emotion, and your gut instinct as well, and it's having that balance. But you imagine that beautiful golden light going through from the universal healing energies coming through your crown, your chakra, and just going right the way through to the ground, and just you imagine that, okay, and you sense that energy flowing through. All right. But coming back to the frog and the lily pad, it's knowing that you can leap on and off. You've got that safety valve within. All right. I really hope that works for you, Chance, and anybody else that's being bullied out there for whatever reason. Okay. But you being £1 something, look how you've turned out. You're a solid person. Okay. I'm glad you're imagining it. And again, like I said earlier on, our imagination is only limited to what we limit it to. All right. So it's knowing that, but it's to look after yourself. Okay. And I don't know about everybody else, but sending you the biggest of love hugs. Okay. And that energy and that universal healing energies as well. You've got this, but do it properly. Okay. And stop beating yourself up. Okay. You retaliate as bad as them, it makes you no better than them. All right. But it's how you get back at them by doing it properly. Okay, hopefully that makes sense to you. I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for sharing. All right, and I wish you all the best. All right, and it's just that, and we all do that. Just take that moment and breathe. And we all on our own respective lily pads. All right. So thank you all again. I'm here in 2 weeks' time, and 5 till 6:30 or whatever time it is for you. Chance, wherever you are,